Hey, I'm Tanya, your resident behavior analyst, and it's that time of the year again. It's fall. Thanksgiving's coming, and of course, in December, we have other holidays coming up, and it's highly likely that you're going to go see family. Holiday travel is difficult in the best of times, but when you add a toddler or multiple toddlers, it can really drive you over the edge. First, there's the process of figuring out what to pack, what you can fit in your luggage, what you're allowed to take with you if you're going on a plane, or of course in the car, you've only got limited space depending on the type of car you have. Although I have had some families who will rent out a larger vehicle, which is smart if you can. And in all this, you have to think about what you need to pack in order to keep your toddler engaged during this time. There's the logistics of course, packing it, like I mentioned, but also having enough things that you can rotate through so that your child doesn't get tired of them, get bored, and then start getting into trouble, or start whining, crying, begging for other things that they see at the airport or at the gas station. Who knows? Not to mention the "Are we there yet?" song and dance. My sister and I used to do that when we were younger. We would have to take 12-hour trips from Mississippi to Texas to visit our grandparents once a year, and it was rough. But back to the toddlers. What you can do is implement a simple preventive strategy, or multiple preventive strategies, to help you succeed, or at least succeed better than you would have if you hadn't planned at all. I think you already know that schedule is important. Routine is important, especially when it comes to toddlers. When nap times and eating times are thrown off, it will throw anyone off, honestly, but with toddlers, it seems to affect them more. And that can result in tantrums, meltdowns, screaming for things that they don't usually scream for, hyperactivity where they're running around like they've lost their mind and have never run before, climbing on things if they're in the airport. The list goes on and on. So yes, preventive planning can include trying to maintain your schedule as much as possible when it comes to feeding times and nap times, as well as going to bed at night. And I'm sure you've also heard about planning your trips overnight if you can. If your child will sleep through it, that will help make it a little easier for you as well. But I am also a big proponent of giving yourself extra time to travel. I know you want to spend time with family, but if you really want your trip to go smoothly and to actually enjoy it a little more than you would otherwise dealing with a screaming toddler, then I would suggest giving you more time to get there and more time to get back home. This is whether you're driving or flying. As far as flying goes, what I mean is give yourself more time to get to the airport. Leave earlier than you think you need. You always need more time. And start getting ready to go earlier than you think you need. This happens to me. It always takes me a lot longer than I think it's going to take to actually get ready. I know that planning and prepping the night ahead can be very helpful, or the day ahead if you're leaving at night, whichever it is. But I found that it's just best to give myself an extra hour. You might as well have it. Then you can grab a snack on the way to the airport. And then, of course, in the car, you can plan for more stops at rest stops. It really is very helpful to try to stop often. I know it's a pain, but if you stop and give your child a chance to get out, run around, get it out at a rest stop. I saw this really cute idea where somebody said take a balloon or a frisbee or a blow-up beach ball, something to get their energy out for a good, 15, 20 minutes, and then get back in the car. It'll help. And the last tip I have for preventive planning is simply to plan for downtime during your trip. This isn't just for the travel. I think that you have some control over what you do on a daily basis, and it's good to keep in mind that children need downtime. What I mean by that is time to do quiet activities, sit down and just kind of calm down for maybe an hour or so. Just sit down together, watch a movie, color in a coloring book, do some puzzles, things that aren't going to rile them up and get them overstimulated. They're already overstimulated by being in an environment that they're not used to, that they're not in very often. They're around people that maybe they haven't seen in a while. And all of these things is going to increase their hyperactivity and make it more difficult for you to get them to focus on things, behave better, listen better, any and all of the above. And I say schedule it in because it's more likely for you to actually go through with it if you schedule it in. I'm talking set reminders on your phones and have alarms go off. I say that a lot. I'm a big proponent of using timers because I know that we have busy lives and it's hard to remember things. My own phone has 12,000 alarms throughout the day just to help me keep track of what I need to get done and to help me slow down as well. It's important. You know you're excited to see family, but if you want to maintain your sanity and your toddlers by extension, then it's good to have downtime planned. And don't be afraid to tell your family that you need that time to just lay low. If they don't understand, oh well. You have to do what's best for your child. That's my opinion. If you disagree with me, yell at me in the comments below. I think that it's okay to strike a balance, and not everyone's going to be okay with it. Some people are going to be upset. It's kind of up to you if you're all right with that. You can't make everyone happy. I say you're the one that has to deal with your child when they get unruly and extra rowdy. And so if there's things that you can schedule in to help them kind of maintain some calm throughout the day, you should do it. So let's review. You want to do preventive planning to help you succeed as much as possible. That's going to be maintaining your schedule as much as possible, working the schedule around your children. So traveling at night if it's easier for them, or traveling during the day if it's going to work better. You want to provide breaks so that they can hopefully get all their energy out if you're on a car trip. Obviously, it's very difficult if you're in an airplane. Maybe if you're at the airport, you could practice doing like jumping jacks, running in place, little simple activities that, yes, they're going to look a little weird, but I mean, you're with a child. People, for the most part, understand. They're going through it as well. And if they haven't, they know someone who has. In my next video, I'm going to talk about what you can do if you don't have money to buy new activities or toys or things to do while you're on a trip. Or maybe you only have money to buy a couple of things. There are ways to actually increase the value of the things you already have so that when they do play with them, they're motivated to play with them for a while instead of getting bored with them after 5 to 10 minutes. So tune back in next week and I'll be providing that information for you. This is going to be a 5-part series, so there's lots more to come. Please subscribe and sign up for notifications below if you're interested, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.